It's our fourth day of traveling. You've seen how much we've already discovered, but the journey continues. Oman will keep surprising us again and again. Today we're leaving and heading to a wadi. You know what a wadi is, right? These are places where rivers flow when it rains, as the water runs down from the mountains. Today we'll see a wadi where water is present all year round. We'll go for a swim there and enjoy the nature. After that, we'll move on and visit a factory where real traditional boats are made. We'll take a look. And in the evening, we'll arrive at a beach where I hope we'll be lucky. We'll see turtles migrating to the sea. So I hope everything works out for us. Our journey continues. Day 4. Let's go. Here are some changing tents set up for tourists. Friends, we are now in the Oman Wadi. Wadi in Arabic means a dried up riverbed in the desert. But as you can see, wadis, dried up riverbeds, can be quite different. We went swimming in this wadi. It's a great place to cool off. It's 44 degrees up above, but here we are swimming. The water is very pleasant. The main thing you also need to know and remember is that if you're traveling through a wadi, it's very important to follow the rules. At the entrance, there are special signs that inform and warn tourists that if it starts to rain, or even if there's just a hint of rain, you must leave immediately. No exceptions. There are never any exceptions. You must immediately return to your car and leave, head back into the mountains, get out of the wadi, because everything you see here turns into a raging torrent of water that sweeps away everything in its path. And of course, this can end very badly. Yes, overall, I want to say that the wadi, just like the desert we visited and the canyons, all of them convey the spirit of Oman. Because when you're here, you realize that time has truly stood still. Nature, it's just as it was millions of years ago, untouched. And you can enjoy that genuine, pristine beauty. Of course, if you're in Oman, visiting a wadi is a must. Come, see it for yourself. And definitely bring suitable footwear that you can swim in and climb over rocks with, as well as protective creams. Because if you do this in the summer, it's hot and it's important not to get sunburned. And keep exploring, keep discovering Oman. You see, it's so diverse. Just yesterday we were in the desert, and today we're swimming with you in cool water. Oman keeps surprising us. Friends, I hope you're enjoying the video we've made for you about Oman. We tried to create an itinerary that would truly be interesting. The slogan of our journey is "Feel like an Omani." That's why we specifically chose routes that you usually won't find or see in standard videos on the internet. It's not an easy task. A huge team is working hard to make this tour possible. So it would be really great if you subscribe, give us a like, or even better, share this. Share it with your friends so they can also see the real Oman. This is a country that truly deserves to be traveled in, invested in, and enjoyed. So please support this tour, subscribe, give us a like, and we'll keep going. We are now in the historic and bustling city of Sur, which is widely renowned and celebrated for its impressive and traditional boat-building factories, a craft that has been meticulously perfected over many generations. And we are right where, for centuries, people have been making boats that are known all over the world. In the past, boats were made without a single nail, using only 4 tools. But as I understand it, the technique has been lost, right? And now it's impossible to fully recreate it. Of course, now they use nails, and there are even electric motors, but still, every day, the guys here continue to handcraft beautiful boats of all different sizes. Now let's do a quick tour and take a look at this gigantic boat. This is the one they're building here. You can see how enormous it is, just incredible. We have the chance to go up and see what it looks like from above. Right now, as I've been told, we're inside the belly of this huge ship that we just saw. To say that what I see here is impressive would be an understatement. We've climbed to the top of the ship, and from here the view is absolutely amazing. This is something that really stuck with me. I've never seen anything like this before. You can see that there's a tower on top, which in fact has been preserved since those ancient times. But what impressed me the most was that staircase over there, which has been preserved. In the past, when ships arrived, goods were received and could be handed over using that staircase. In other words, it was the direct route for unloading the huge ships that came in. And now we are in the Oman Museum, the very factory where we just were, looking at the boats. You can see that the factory has existed since 1730. What I really liked here is that this is exactly the example of how ships used to be built. You can see that there is truly no metal here, no nails, it was just wood. Next, then, as you can see, palm fibers were woven together, serving as a second additional layer. After that, it was covered with hides. And then, accordingly, resin was used to make boats like these that were waterproof. Later on, they started using teak wood, but still, as you can see, there's coconut fiber here. They also used shark fat and goat fat here. All of this was mixed with resin to ensure, once again, water tightness. That's it. This is a model of the boat, simply to demonstrate what it looked like so we can see how boats were built by hand. And in fact, they built them using only 4 tools, as we've already mentioned. It was also the Arabs who invented the triangular sail, which allowed them to sail against the wind. So that's the story of seafaring in Oman. They knew where to steer, how to navigate, and where to sail in order to progress and to strive forward. I've decided to hold a small contest for subscribers of the Telegram channel, and to become the winner of this contest, I invite you to carefully consider and then guess what these intriguing structures on old historic ships were specifically designed for. You can clearly see that this particular section is indeed the stern of the ship, and we are practically positioned right in the very middle of it. Of course, it is well known that there were always anchors, and typically a ship of this size and type had several distinct levels or decks. But what exactly were these peculiar devices truly made and intended for? For those dedicated subscribers who manage to guess correctly and provide an accurate answer, accordingly, there will be a special recognition. I will give a very nice gift from Oman, so make your guesses. But now we've arrived at the Turtle Sanctuary. This is a very famous place, and accordingly, there's also a hotel located here. So now let's take a walk, and I'll show you 2 types of accommodation and explain the benefits of staying here for those who have moved here. For example, if you're with children, you won't need to leave and look for a hotel somewhere farther away. You can just stay right here. It's not a cheap pleasure, but you can go straight to the beach from here. The cost of accommodation includes a tour where you'll be shown the magic of how turtles lay their eggs, right here. Of course, if you're lucky, you'll get to see this. That's exactly what people come here for. That's because Oman is very committed to turtle conservation, and this is the place where you can witness it. This hotel is designed in a truly remarkable way. It's built so that there is absolutely no lighting on that side of the hotel, allowing the turtles to lay their eggs in peace. The rooms are arranged on 2 floors, and all the lighting is hidden as well. I'll show you a room in the Turtle Sanctuary. The ceilings are very high. I think the ceilings here are about 4 meters high, if not more. So here's a small room for 2 people. They look like this. Again, the beds are pushed together as usual, but when they're combined, it's not just a king size, it's even bigger. Well, now let's take a look, as I promised. This is an Australian eco tent. Here it's very spacious. A family of 4 can stay here. As I mentioned, there are 4 beds here. There's not much lighting, but it's enough for us to take a look. Again, everything you need for comfort is here. Tea, coffee. There's a table with everything you need where you can sit down. The air conditioner is set up like this, but it's a powerful one. It actually cools the room very well. You won't have any problems feeling comfortable. As you can see, there's even a phone here. Yes, of course, you can call the reception. And here, as you can see, the bath and shower room is arranged a bit differently. Everything is quite simple, so you can settle in like this. This is ecotourism, which is popular all over the world. They have it here as well, so please, if you like it, you can choose this format. I continue to introduce you to Oman Hotels. This hotel is located on a mountain. You are about to see its fantastic view. And its view is exactly of the wadi we visited. There are 23 rooms here. As you can see, as always, the rooms are very spacious. Toilet, bath, everything you need for a comfortable stay. I really like this room. Again, an extra wide bed. Very comfortable. Everything you need is here. Air conditioning. Here it's central, very pleasant, and it's not noisy. There's a TV, of course, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is what I'm about to show you. Let's go. You'll see, you have your own private pool to enjoy the water. And this fantastic view of the wadi we just visited. This way you can swim and relax in the infinity pool every day, and of course, enjoy yourself. Right now, we're at the Turtle Beach Resort Hotel. Oh no, Turtle. Turtle. Hotel? Let's call it Turtle Hotel. All the names will, of course, be in the captions. Let's take a look at the room you can choose and stay in. Here's what the room looks like. You can see that this room is set up with 2 separate beds. Of course, there are rooms with different layouts as well. Naturally, it has air conditioning and all modern amenities, but the main highlight of this room is, of course, that when you wake up in the morning and step out onto the beach, you have a view right from your room, in one direction and in the other. There's also a truly magnificent and delightful restaurant located here, meticulously styled entirely as a truly enormous and impressive boat, so you can genuinely and thoroughly enjoy your precious time at this exceptional hotel. It's conveniently situated relatively close to the specific and wonderful place where you can easily go to observe and marvel at the fascinating turtles. So, we've discovered this absolutely wonderful and perfect place for you to comfortably stay and completely relax in the beautiful country of Oman. Oman is an amazing country that impresses with its hospitality, millennia-old history, and opportunities for leisure. And of course, for investment as well. I'm sure you've already heard that many investors are now buying real estate here. Why? Because when they invested in Europe, the UAE, Bali, or Turkey, and when they come to Oman, they fall in love with this country, and they fall in love with how this country is developing its economy and the opportunities it offers to investors. Oman is like Dubai was 10 years ago. You have to agree, it's really great to get in at the very beginning so that your investment can yield significant growth in the future. And almost all the real estate is being built right on the waterfront. It is very pleasant when you can practically within walking distance from your villa or apartment, walk to the coastline and enjoy the sea. But Oman, it's not as easy as you think. In order to truly understand which locations are promising, it takes many months of work to study this country. I travel around Oman, I come here for work, I know this country, I study the cities, locations, developers, and projects in order to understand where your investments will work and where you might make a mistake. If you're interested in learning about Oman's potential as an investment destination, or if you're already planning to buy property here, call me, and together with my team, I will help you, just as we help our clients every day choose the best projects for investment. Friends, the 4th day of our tour around Oman has come to an end. And today, you saw that we started this day still in the desert. Then, during the day, we swam in a wadi, bathing in crystal clear waters right in the middle of the mountains. And by evening, we arrived at the turtle reserve. And for the first time, during our journey, we saw the Arabian Sea, which will stay with us for the next week. That's how, in just one day in Oman, you can go from the desert to the seashore. You can travel and see all this beauty. Tomorrow is a big day for us, the 5th day of our grand 18-day journey. So I say to you, travel, come to Oman, enjoy this beauty and the warm, wonderful Arabian Sea.